Hello and welcome to my channel. This is My Life for Hire, and today I'm going to talk about the books that I mentioned last time in my Nato vlog. So last time when I talked about the books, I was starting to read this short history of England. I was inspired by the TV shows Vikings and The Last Kingdom. So I was very interested, so I picked up this book. Very nice discount used book, I think. Yeah, big book, but it's very brief history. Like, it doesn't really go into details to talk about each era, each period. It's just really just sum up all the important political history. It doesn't really talk much about the culture, technology, or economics until the very later part of the book, because those have become much more important in contemporary time. Yeah, it's very nice, like a guideline for me to understand the timeline, to have a general idea of where England came from and where it is now, and to understand, to have a very rough idea of how it's shaped throughout the 1,000 years time. So yeah, that's interesting, but I find it's a little bit boring. Oftentimes, yeah, the narrative is really kind of like a textbook style, something like you must memorize this. Not really like a storytelling, because there's just so many names and name after name after name, because all the royal family, this one has a relation with that one and that one. It's confusing, very confusing. It's a short history, so it doesn't have the room for you to expand each person's story, so you barely have any impression after reading this thing. But now I'm reading another book, The White Horse King: The Life of Alfred the Great, written by Ben Merkel. This one, I picked this one up because I'm interested in the character Alfred the Great. Also because of The Last Kingdom, really, his name's David something. Let's look it up. He's a great actor. His portrait of Alfred is fantastic, and a lot of people just love it. Alfred, David Dawson. Yes, that's him. Yeah, I really enjoy his acting, and yeah, when I read that this biography of Alfred the Great, I just mental picturing him, David Dawson. It's a fantastic read. This book is really awesome. It's 5 out of 5 stars, in my opinion. It really tells a story. It's a very vivid story. It tells you, it describes all the details of a battlefield, and really try to help you to understand the motives behind every move of a certain character, and help you to understand each character's move in a more human, personal way. Like, you can really feel, oh, that's a real person, and he did that because of that. Yeah, it's like reading a story, and yeah, that's much easier to read, much easier, and of course you can gain a lot of knowledge as well. So yeah, I've been reading it pretty fast. Like, I've already read about half of the book. Yeah, over half of the book. Like, there are very rare. It's been only a few days, like 2 or 3 days I've been reading this book. So yeah, it's very rare that I read a book so fast. It's only because sometimes because I travel, when I read on a train, on a plane, then I will read more. But on the other hand, this book is really interesting. That's why I read it so fast. Because normally I don't read books so fast. It takes me a month to read a book like this, 200 pages or something. So yeah, really enjoyed this book. The book, I can't show you the physical copy because it's a Kindle version, about ebook, so I don't have to wait for the delivery. Yeah, it's great. Looking forward to finishing it. And after that, I'm gonna of course go to other directions to read more about I don't know, maybe Vikings we'll see. But it's really it's really interesting. I really love this this history stuff. All right, about books. Humble Bundle. There are a lot of books on Humble Bundle. Sometimes you can come across some really nice books. Today I just you know, I'm sucker for cheap books. So Humble Bundle just promotes their books from time to time, and they have a bundle of a bunch of books, random books, or categorized by the themes. And for very cheap, as low as $1, you can get a handful of books, which is awesome. And if you pay like 15 euros, you can get, sometimes you can get 20, 30 books. It's really good deal. So I got a whole bunch of books. I bought those bundles a few times, like 3 or 4 times. I haven't read much yet. Haven't found the time, because each time you buy, you get 20 books. You just don't find the time to read them. This time I got only 8 books because I paid only $1. Usually I pay for the maximum. Usually I pay $15 to get all the books, but this time I got only one. I paid only $1 because I didn't find it that interesting. Although some of them are interesting, but yeah. I'm gonna go into the detail to talk about those books, and maybe some other time if they are really interesting. Anyway, this will be on my bookshelf, and I'll keep reading The White Horse King on my phone. Yeah, I want to build a personal library. I want to buy a bookshelf, and just lay all my books there. Oof, I love books. Books make me happy. You know, books make me happy. Alright, that's it for today's not vlog, and right now I'm gonna go off to edit my vlog from Bolzano. Yeah, gotta edit those. That's it. Thank you for watching. Ooh.